Harihi Om. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sarvavedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmi Janma Vriddhi Parinatya Pakshaya Vyadhinashana Vihinamavayam Vishvasrishtyavanagata Karanam Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. The experience of the human beings. The experience of the human beings with respect to oneself and the external world. These two things are there. Anybody, any human being at any time born in this earth, he has to experience the external world, also himself. If the person is normal, then he will have definitely knowledge about himself, whatever he knows about himself. Along with that, he will have some knowledge about the external world. It's not possible for any human being to know everything in this universe. Very little, in fact, people know very little. So, what the verse says here is whatever the experience of the human beings, that is not correct. The correct thing is you are free from all these things. See, the experience of a human being about oneself is I am born. I am born at a given time, to a given parents. And after being born, I am growing. Growth is there. Janma Buddhi. Then variety of changes take place in this body. And the degenerating process also takes place. Then diseases are there. And at last, the destruction of the body, death. This is the knowledge about oneself, each and every individual in this world. So, what here is said is you are not the person who is affected by all these things. You don't have anything. Neither you have got any birth nor death, and not the intermediary changes that take place. No disease, etc. And what are you then? You are free from all these things, and you are the truth. Truth itself is called the Brahma. Brahma is a word given in the scripture, and the meaning is truth, infinity. That's the meaning of Brahma: infinity, truth, consciousness. These are the words for the same thing, which is the source of the entire universe. So, you being the source of the universe, you are free from any modification of the body. But the thing is that you know the changes of the body definitely. As a child, when born, you didn't know anything. That's okay because the child doesn't have a developed mind. But when you grow up, you start knowing about the things that are there in the body, the changes you know. And also you know that there will be death. Now, the truth is, if actually you are so and so, then you will never become happy in your life. If you are so and so given the body, you are a male, you are a female, you are dark complex, you are having dark complex, somebody fair complex and all. So if you are so and so, you belong to a given country, etc. So you are tall, short, whatever notion you have got about yourself, if that is true, you are never going to be happy in your entire life. Because Given the nature of the body, nobody likes the death. Death means end to each and every experience. Whatever experience you had earlier, it will come to a full stop. No more experience of the world. So, if you think that you are the body, then you are never going to be happy in your entire life, because the varieties of modification that take place in the body, many things you will never like. For example, diseases. Nobody likes diseases, but they do happen. So is the nature of each and every body, past, present, and future. You can be very sure. Even if you don't know a person, you can say very clearly there is no one in this world who is totally free from diseases, difficulties. And with respect to mind, also varieties of diseases, we can say anger, etc., that disturb you, varieties of emotions. So, this is the experience of each and every individual with respect to oneself. And the scripture here says, you are free from all these things. How it is then? See, you can just you can just think in this manner. See, as a child, you used this body. You knew how you looked like and what you did. Some of the incidents you know definitely. You remember some of the incidents. So you used things as a child. Use this body, and as a child, you looked like this. You know very well. You look like this means your body look like this. Okay, so this is how you can remember. Now, as a child, you were playing. Then you become an adult. Same person became the adult. The body underwent changes. Child, the body was different. The gross body was looking different. Varieties of modifications took place when you became an adult. The body grew, and the person who experienced the child, the same person is experiencing the adult also. So you are the same person. You never changed. Be sure about it. Pay attention. I mean, pay attention to it. You as a child use the body. You as an adult use the body. The body changed, not you. You are the same person. Of course, as a child, your thinking was different. As an adult, your thinking is different. That's okay, acceptable. But you as a person never change. You are the same person who were a child, and you are now an adult. And suppose you are an old man now, you're the same person who has become old. Which experience I can say you are experiencing the old age of the body. You are experiencing. That means you're not the body. You are the body was a child body, an adult body, mm, and then an old body, you can say, but you are not. You are not affected by any condition of the body. You are the witness to all these things. You're witnessing it, yeah. See? So, your knowledge of all these things, if you do not get affected by these things, then you are a free person. See, body will undergo varieties of changes. That is the nature of the body. Human body, it has to go through varieties of changes. Similarly, mind also. Anger, jealousy, affection, etc. These emotions, they do come and they go away. But you experience, you are the witness to all these emotions also. You can say, yesterday I was very angry. Yesterday I was very calm. You can say, that means what? You are experiencing what is happening in your mind also. That means you are different from the mind, definitely. When you see the nature of the body, you are not the body. Suppose I say, you are your leg. Will you agree with me? No, never. How can I be like I'm different from the leg? So if you are different from your leg, why are you getting affected because of the leg? That is where you have to put effort. Yes, the body, when it is there for your use, this body you have to understand. You do not know what all changes the body will undergo. You do not know. That is uncertain. And what you understand is Lord. It is not Mr. Lord or Mrs. Lord who is going to come and tell you that I am the Lord and I am doing all these things. No. You have to understand. The body is going through varieties of changes as per the script written by the Lord. Till now, the script has been like this, and we do not know what is going to happen in the future. But something is definitely going to happen. Because as long as this body is there now, there will be some changes definitely. So, when you are experiencing all these changes, you are different from that. That is where you have to put effort. The body has to undergo change. Body goes through these changes. Everything going well, a child is born, let's say. The child is born. Everything going well, the child will grow. Everything going well means what? If the Lord so wishes. Otherwise, we know there is a statement, there is a word called stillborn baby. Stillborn baby. Hmm. Born dead. That has been such situations, so many situations like this. So many instances. So when you understand the nature of the body and you don't get affected, then you are free from the body. This body, yes, it has to go through varieties of changes as per the law of the Lord. It is not the same. It is not having the same lifespan, just like other animals, insects, etc. There are insects which live for just 4 or 5 days, and not more than that. Maybe one day also. Lifespan is like this, and somewhere the lifespan is nearly 100 years. Satayu Purusha, with respect to human beings, it has been said 100 years, around 100 years, around 100 years. So, but how much is the lifespan? You do not know. Nobody knows. So, what you know is the Lord knows, you can say. You are not sure. Even if you imagine you end up nowhere, but you can be very sure the Lord knows. Unseen factor. Lord is unseen factor, you can say. Who determines the changes of this body? The body will be a male body, the body will be a female body. I didn't decide it. Of course, I cannot blame the Lord also because the Lord cannot do any partiality. And that's not possible. Partiality is not possible. So whatever has happened till now, it's perfect because the body has to become like this. So if you can do like this is the understanding of your mm, reality. You know, body is like this. So I am not going to be affected because this body it happens. Disease, etc. Disease happens to the body. Disease means you may not be able to do certain things. That is acceptable. When some disease is there, you will not be able to do certain things as you are doing earlier. That doesn't mean you are associated with the disease. That you can do. Even if I cannot do something because the body is not permitting, there is a disease, it's fine. Anyway, I know a day will come when there will any no work will be possible through this body because it will not be there. It will not be living. Life of this body depends upon the unseen factor, the Lord. And today I am working because the Lord allows me to live. That's it. Very simple. So, not doing anything when this body is not capable, it's not my mistake. So people they're so angry, when they cannot do things, they're so angry. Why should you do so many things, dear? You just think about it. Why should you do so many things? The human beings alone they do so many things. Never any other animals or birds. Their their activities are restricted to finding out food and water, etc. That's it. And some little bit of this and that, roaming here and there. Not much. But this problem of the human being is development. I'll do something big in this world. See the nonsense. People, they live. So many people lived here in this earth. And everybody was having the same disease, doing something big, etc. What big will you do, dear? Who bothers about, who cares about what you do in your life? Mm. So this I have to assimilate and remain comfortable. I have to assimilate, and it's a matter to be dealt with every day, because expectation from this body may be against the nature. There is where you suffer. I expect the body to be what it is today. In fact, I can think that way. As a child, this body was like this perfect, because the body was supposed to be there with his parents in a given place, along with a few people. So this is how it is supposed to be. And today it is like this, perfect. There is no problem. And I know a day will come when this body will not be here. Fine, that is the case with each and everybody in this world. That sort of understanding has got to be there. Firm understanding. So when you understand this again and again, then you can appreciate that you are free from all these things. You are free from this body, you are free from the sense organs, you are free from the mind also. Who will understand free from the mind? Mind itself. Mm, I'm free from this. So, not getting affected, it is your responsibility to practice it again and again, every day. Whenever you are getting affected, means you do not understand the reality. And if you are getting affected, nobody is going to bother about you. Nothing going to change. Suppose you cry. If you cry, you may cry. People cry. Do cry. But reality doesn't change. Somebody died. Suppose you might have seen some uh, as a very famous person died. So many people they cry. In fact, there have been instances when somebody dies, many other people they also die along with him. You can just imagine. You may die. You are free. There are so many people who are taking their lives every day. Fine, you are free to do that. That doesn't mean your problem is solved. So very immature thinking, I can say. Very immature thinking. The body has been given to you so that the purpose has got to be served. You have to understand the truth about the universe. For a big purpose, this body has been given. So this is how your understanding about yourself. That understanding has to change. The understanding that I am affected by the body, I am old, I am diseased, etc. All these things have got to change. I am a witness to any change that takes place in this body. I am a witness, and being a witness, I am not affected by the conditions of the body. You are free. And another thing it is told here is Vishwa Srishti Abanaghata Karanam. The universe is created by you. See the statement. The entire universe is created by you, and it is maintained by you, and it goes into you when it is destroyed. Destroyed by you, also you can say rather. So entire universe, the source is you. Because universe, see, you have to express the external world. So innumerable sound, forms, varieties of things. How many types of lives are there? Grass, insects, and inert objects. So many types of minerals. Iron, yes, gold, copper, and so many things are there in the external world, known and unknown, innumerable, infinite. So that world, external world, these things that take place, you have to understand it. There is creation taking place, and maintenance also is taking place along with that. That's the reason why the life is continuing. Cultivation. What do you mean by cultivation? If you plant a sapling, you know that it is going to grow and it will give fruits to you or flower to you. So when you do this, what is your expectation? You know the nature of the object. This is a paddy plant, okay? Now, if we do like this, then after, say, for 4 months or so, I'll harvest. I'll get a lot of paddy and I will eat. This is the nature of the external world. One instance I'm giving. So you know the nature of the paddy plant. Now, for you it is paddy plant. Now, after understanding this, you can understand this nature of the paddy plant. Why it is not 1 year, 5 years, etc. Dear. A mango sapling, if you plant there, it will take 4 5 years for fruition. It will take some time. But this paddy plant, it is giving you the yield after just 4 months. Why it is so? What you understand is the law. The law is applying, you know. That is the reason why we are able to live. See, whenever we are hungry, we are eating food. We call it food. In fact, these are external objects, living organisms. Every food is living organism. In fact, in your mixtures also, dry fruit, etc. See, everything from life alone, the food comes. So, the nature of the life you understand. Nature of the paddy plant, nature of the inert objects, the clay, nature of stone, nature of gold. You know. Along with that, what understanding should be is, see, these laws that bind the objects out, external world, objects of the external world. These laws are given by the Lord. It takes a lot of time, I tell you. If somebody practices it, it takes time because your expectation has got to be in keeping with the external world, nature of the external world. And you may expect something to happen, but it may not happen also. It is happening like this. Varieties of disturbing situations in the world we have seen. The nature can bring about varieties of destructions, tornado, flood, a lot of heat, cold. These things they affect, and along with that, there are human beings also who are creating problems. And large scale problem, you know, war means a huge, many people fighting. That is called war. That is how the nature of the external world. You cannot change. That I should know very clearly. I cannot change. Only thing I can do is I can accept. See, you can imagine a situation when your body is not capable of doing anything. You are lying in a bed and you are seeing so many things happening, wrong things happening outside. What can you do? Nothing. Mm. And if you become unhappy, things are not going to change. Why people are drinking? I say people should not drink. They should remain happy, eating nice food, etc. They should pray. You can have your own imagination, but things are not going to happen that way. It's not the nature of the world. So as it is, you have to understand. As it is, you have to accept because the Lord wants the paddy plant to be like this. The Lord wants the mango sapling to be like this, mango tree to be like this. Similarly, the Lord wants the human beings to be like this, whether it is your family members or anybody else. The Lord wants them to be like this. The Lord wants that there should be decorated, there should be a thief and all. What the job is wrong, definitely. The action is wrong. Stealing others' property is wrong. Robbing is wrong. This decorating is wrong, definitely. Doing wrong is wrong, definitely. But if it were not supposed to happen, why should it happen? Suppose you say too much rain is wrong. Wrong, you cannot say it happens because the system is like this. It will rain. Too much cold is not good for the people. Yeah, may not be good for the people. There will be people who will be dying. fine, but that doesn't mean they will not be too much cold. That is the nature. We have to accept it. Just like nobody liked corona. Who will like any disease? Nobody. But it did happen. We know it took so many lives. eh? Such a pandemic we didn't see earlier. Many rare people the experiences, and we happen to be here to experience this today. We won't be remembering this. So destruction is part and parcel of the creation, just like creation, sustenance, destruction also is part and parcel of the creation. So if you're not getting affected by the changes of the external world, then you can understand that this creation, sustenance, and destruction, everything is because of you. Vishwasritya Vanaghatakar. You are the source of the creation, the sustenance, and destruction. How? Just like in the dream world, so many things are created, so many things are seen in the dream world. Just like the waking world, you see so many things. Whatever you experience in the waking state, everything you can see in the dream. That doesn't mean everything is true. Nothing is true except yourself there in the dream. You know very well. After getting up, after waking up, you know the entire dream was false. Whatever may be the nature of the dream, it is 100% false. Similarly, whatever is the nature of the external world, also the truth is never affected. Because of the truth alone, the external world exists, and the truth is you. You are the source of the entire universe. See, with respect to this, how the scripture presented the topic, you have got your knowledge about yourself, and you have got your knowledge about the external world also. So you are not affected by this nature of this body, neither you are affected by the nature of the external world, because you are the source of both the things. The water can say, I am the source of it. In a way, you can see, we can imagine a wave has got a mind, let's say. The wave is thinking, I am not affected by the nature of this wave because I am water. Similarly, I am also the cause of the entire waves of the ocean. All the waves of the ocean, I am the cause of water. Both are correct, definitely. Two standpoints, one from the individual wave, the another from the total waves of the entire ocean, you can say. So entire universe, and here it is myself. Myself, I'm the cause of this body, mind, and everything. I'm the consciousness. And similarly, with respect to the external world also, I'm the same consciousness, which is the truth of the entire universe. Inert objects or living beings, whatever may be, anything, known, unknown, source is consciousness. So if this knowledge is firm, then you are never going to be affected. So any change that takes place all over the universe, nothing is going to happen, whether it is constructive or destructive. These changes do happen that we have to accept. So it takes time. In the beginning, what the scripture says, see, because it is not possible for you to suddenly accept everything and even cool. What you should do is see, changes do happen, and it has been not happening today alone. It has been happening from time immemorial. From the very beginning of the universe, the changes have been happening. So what you need to do is understand it again and again. This is the nature of the world, and Lord's wish there will be a sun, there will be a moon, and all these things are there. So human beings will be there, food will be there, etc. So if you keep thinking again and again, then you are connecting with the Lord. Connecting with the Lord, it is your responsibility. The Lord is not going to call you, come and accept me. No. You have to understand how things are happening in this universe, how the body is undergoing variety of changes. So society is changing. So each and every change, there has got to be some law behind it, without which nothing can happen. So you are out there, you are free, to be in unison with the Lord, or you may be away from the Lord. It is up to you. Suppose you accept your childhood, suppose you accept your adulthood, you accept your old age, you accept death, then you are free. Suppose you don't accept, you will be unhappy. Even if you are unhappy, things are not going to change. So why not better try to accept every day? If you are not able to accept, also you are unhappy, suppose. So you can say, "Oh Lord, this is what your creation. It is the nature of each and every human being, each and every living organism. Living organism, it will die. When the person, suppose somebody died, the person when he was not born, there is no problem in this world. Somebody will be born. That it's not that something great big thing is going to happen. He is born for giving big cause, etc. He has done so many. It is immaterial, I tell you. So that sort of thinking is never going to give you lasting happiness. So things do happen, but no change is so big in this world. Nothing. That sort of understanding should be there. So, but any change that is taking place, that is because of the wish of the Lord. That is how you connect. You have to establish the connection, and in order to establish the connection with the Lord, this system has been given our by our ancestors and the scriptures. You pray every day, morning and evening. You pray. Whom should I pray? You see, because of which the universe is functioning. It's not because of you, dear. Sun is out there, and because of that sun alone, anything is here in this world. Life will come to a halt. It will never exist without sun. Everybody thinks what I am doing, what he is doing, etc. Helplessly living day by day because of the grace of the air. See what sort of capacity the air has got. You don't pay attention to that. The air which we don't see, because of that entire life we live. Everybody is living helplessly, including the drunkard, the child. This fellow is able to drink only because he is alive, and the Lord air is keeping this fellow alive. So you don't pay attention to the forces of the nature, which are named as Lord in the scripture. They are given the name Lord. Why? Because they are governing the entire universe. You don't become grateful to them. Eating food is not a problem. You have to eat anyway when you are hungry. But not being grateful to is a problem because you will suffer. So, establishing a connection with the Lord, that's very important. And you are the person who is going to establish the connection. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can give you advice. No advice will work for you. That's the reason why there are people, they keep doing things nonsense till death. There are people, their life starts with drinking and so with drinking alone. You can just see. So you are free to use your body the way you like. Once you have been given, it's not going to come for the second time. You are free to use the way you like. If you use this body in the right way, and then you have made your job. As a human being, you have done the right thing, what each and every human being should do. But if you don't do this, definitely you are never going to be happy. So after you establish the connection, then the scripture says, see, you are the source of the entire universe. So you have to discover the Lord first, and then you have to discover that you are the source of the entire universe. And when you discover this, there is no scope remains for sorrow at all. Rest of the time, we'll meditate, sit straight, close your eyes, and take the names of various parts of the body. Look at those parts: left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, right eye, left eye, forehead, top of the head, the hair, the entire body. This body could not have been otherwise. This is how it is. Just like this body, each and everybody is what he or she is. Today's condition of the world has got to be like this. It was not just like this 10 or 20 years back. Things do change. Every change is within the scheme of things. That means the changes are supposed to happen and they will happen like this. And I will always find myself in a given situation. And in that situation, I can do something and I cannot do so many things. Whatever I can do, I will definitely put my effort, and whatever I cannot do, I will try to remain cool because it takes time. When I cannot do things, I have to tolerate. See how the respiration is taking place. The Lord air entering into this body through the nose, keeping the body alive. Just pay attention, don't control. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord. Because the Lord is all pervasive, any form is the form of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate and pray, O Lord, give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change in any given situation. Whatever I can change in a given situation, please give me the capacity to change. May I know in each and every situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. I am chanting. You just hear. By hearing itself, the chanting takes place. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Shiva. Om Shiva. Every piece of knowledge, the source is consciousness. Just like in the mirror, anything that is in the mirror, because the mirror is there, there is a reason why you are able to see varieties of things. Mirror is the same. Similarly, consciousness. Varieties of thoughts they come and go. Consciousness is stable. Om, om. You are hearing om, om. The place where you hear this is consciousness. Elephant. You are seeing the elephant. The same place where you heard om, you are seeing the elephant now. In fact, the consciousness took the shape of om, also the elephant. Because you cannot separate om and elephant from consciousness. Consciousness alone looks like om and elephant. Just like the water alone looks like the wave, similarly, the consciousness alone looks like the entire universe. I am that consciousness. Each and everything is that consciousness. Except consciousness, there is nothing. There is no question of creation, sustenance, and destruction because only consciousness is there. I am that consciousness. ओम स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ